Nina was always the center of attention at the clubs. Her long dark hair, pale skin, and seductive gaze drew every man's eye. She entered every party like a queen. Her goal singular and sinister: to find a victim whose blood she would savor in the most gruesome way. Nina was a vampire, and her true nature was hidden behind a charming facade. Each night, as the pulsating music echoed off the walls and strobe lights cut through the darkness of the club, Nina watched the men with eyes filled with impatient hunger. Men approached her hoping for a romantic adventure, but her true intentions were far more horrifying. After selecting the perfect prey, Nina feigned interest and led him to her apartment, a seemingly elegant dwelling in the heart of the city. Behind closed doors, the apartment transformed into a realm of terror. The walls were adorned with grotesque, blood-soaked rituals, and the air was thick with a foul, acrid stench. Nina would instruct her victim to sit in a large, plush chair that was, in fact, a trap, with metal straps that tightened as the victim tried to escape. The man had no inkling of the nightmare that awaited him. When she began her horrifying ritual, Nina's fangs would extend, and her eyes would turn a deep, blood-red hue. Before the victim could react, Nina would drain his blood with a swift, ravenous hunger, leaving behind a ghastly sight: skin still pulsating with the remnants of life, now empty and lifeless. After each night, Nina meticulously cleaned her apartment, leaving no trace of the atrocities. The apparent safety of her dwelling was a mere illusion. One fateful night, Nina encountered a man who was not what he appeared to be. He had his own dark secrets. As Nina began her ritualistic feeding, she noticed that he did not panic. Instead, his eyes gleamed with a sinister satisfaction. In a heartbeat, Nina felt a cold shiver pierce her body. The man was a demon, and she had become his prey. After centuries of hunting, he had finally found a worthy victim as dark as himself. The demon attacked Nina, using his infernal power to seize her. Slowly, he twisted her into his own instrument of destruction. Rather than being the predator, Nina became the prey, transformed into an eternal demon, her soul utterly consumed. The Blood Club, once a place of her triumphant hunts, became an arena of perpetual torment and horror from which there was no escape. Her tale ends in the same apartment that bore witness to her horrific deeds. But this time she was the prisoner. In the cold silence, the echoes of her screams reverberated through the empty, chilling corridors, and the city that was once the stage for her dreadful games became a domain of demonic retribution. Blood Club now stands as a sinister beacon, where dark forces wait for every new soul daring enough to cross its threshold.